In our travels this year, my wife and I encountered 3 places that captured our mind and our heart in different ways. And I want you to get a glimpse of what we saw and felt, and maybe you'd like to go to these places too. The first place is Giant Causeway in Northern Ireland. It is their biggest tourist attraction. The second place would be the Ring of Brodgar, and that's in Scotland. And then the third place would be Normandy in France. Each one unique, each one amazing, and each one was spectacular in its own way.
So here I am at Giant's Causeway. There's his pipe organs over there, way off in the distance. It's a beautiful spot. Don't do any collecting here. You'd end up in jail, I'm sure.
Can I take a picture really fast, sir?
A lot of rock that's tumbled down from above. A lot of souvenir stones were taken over the years. These might be some of the rejects that weren't quite up to par, and so they were thrown over here because people years ago took stones, including John F. Kennedy. Imagine that. I'd like to have one too, but I'm not going to risk going to jail. I've got pictures. That's the thing to do. This is one of the most beautiful spots right here, as you can see. As you can see, a lot of people are getting their pictures in this most amazing place. This is just one tiny part of it. There's my lovely bride over there. We were rained on our way in. These big boulders came down from up on high. And when they come down, of course, they sometimes expose more of these pipe organ type formations, which are so amazing. This is the biggest place in the world for this kind of formation. Amazing how worn down these chunks of basalt are from people walking through here. They say that it gets 1 million visitors every year, so no wonder these pieces of basalt are worn down. Like a playground for adults. Black is the tidal lines, and you would not want to fall down here because that basalt is hard. One of the giants had a camel, so if you can make it out on the opposite bank here, there is a camel. It's green because it's pro-Ireland and will always wear the green. Now you've seen a giant camel in Ireland. So all these stones are made of sandstone. This ring must have had something to do with the sun and keeping track, maybe a calendar, a lot of different theories.
Now around the ring of Brodgar, there is a ditch, a really deep ditch. And then there are also four mounds that date from around the Bronze Age. So probably the ring is a little bit older than these mounds that I'm talking about. They say that there were maybe 60 stones at one time, and now there's 36. This stone material is Orkney red sandstone. It came from various places on the main island of Orkney. And why are there angles? Nobody knows. I mean, maybe that is just natural because that kind of sandstone does kind of break at that angle. But maybe there was some other purpose that the ancient people wanted it to happen in a certain way. And so they created those angles for some specific reason. Nobody really knows why, which is also part of the attraction.
Vast area. Beautiful pastoral setting. Beautiful countryside.
They've done some excavations, but at least at this point, they don't really know how old this place is. Neolithic to Bronze Age, somewhere in that range. There's more to be learned here, and maybe we'll never know, and that's okay. It's kind of nice to have a few mysteries in the world.
Omaha Beach. Here we are in tranquility, eating our lunches. Way off in the distance there were the cliffs that those 200 plus rangers scaled, got up, took out the guns.
When you see the cliffs that soldiers had to scale in order to take out the enemy guns, when you see the graves in the American cemetery, over 9,000 of them, when you go to the German cemetery and see all of those graves, and think about all the young men that gave the ultimate sacrifice. I am so thankful for the Allied forces and the freedom that we possess today in so many parts of the world. It's humbling, it's heartbreaking. The gratitude that you feel is enormous. The peace that exists there in that place now, I'm sure is at least part of what all those soldiers were fighting for at the time. And we can enjoy that peace when we go there now.